Elon Musk. The name that when mentioned, people immediately think of extraordinary achievements such as SpaceX, Tesla, or the dream of bringing humans to Mars. But few people know that behind those resounding successes is a childhood full of trauma and experiences that not everyone can overcome. From a boy isolated at school, once commented as retarded, to a billionaire leading technological advances that change the world, Elon Musk is a testament to extraordinary willpower and perseverance. His journey is not only a story of success, but also a profound lesson in how to turn adversity into motivation. Let's explore that journey and the lessons that can change your perspective on life. Adversity molds genius. At 7:30 a.m. on June 28, 1971, Mae Musk gave birth to an 8-pound baby boy with a very large head. At first, she and Errol planned to name him Nice, after the city in France where he was conceived. History would have been very different, or at least more amusing, if the boy had been born as Nice Musk. But, hoping to please the Haldmans, Errol agreed that the boy would be named after his mother's side, Elon. After Mae's grandfather, J. Elon Haldman, and Reeve, the maiden name of Mae's grandmother. Errol liked the name Elon because it had a biblical quality, and later claimed that he had prophetic powers. Errol said that as a child, he had heard about a science fiction novel by rocket scientist Wernher von Braun called Project Mars, which described a colony on a planet ruled by an executive committee known as Elon. Elon was different from his peers from an early age. He cried a lot, slept little, and often fell into a state of deep thought to the point of not paying attention to his surroundings. These traits, combined with his curious personality and love of tinkering with rockets and explosives, made Elon a special child. However, his absent-mindedness and lack of interaction led his teachers to label him as mentally retarded. Although this was actually a one-sided view of an atypical intelligence, Elon had great difficulty socializing. In school, he was often isolated because he did not know how to make friends and was often considered rude because of his straightforward personality. Elon did not know how to hide his emotions or restrain his words when faced with what he considered wrong or stupid. This made him increasingly lonely, longing for friends but not knowing how to approach them. Elon sank into a deep sense of sadness. This experience of loneliness left a deep emotional mark on Elon's soul, leaving an emotional mark that lasted into adulthood, where he often recalled that he was always afraid of loneliness. Despite his difficulties in social interaction, Elon possessed an extraordinary will. He did not give up easily in the face of any challenge. When he wanted a motorbike at the age of 8, Elon persevered by standing next to his father every night, repeating his argument for weeks until he finally gave in. Or when he was banned from attending a birthday party, Elon walked 2 hours to get there. These events not only demonstrate his decisiveness but also demonstrate the perseverance and daring spirit that Elon has maintained throughout his life, becoming an important factor leading to his success. Elon was often commented on as absent-minded, unfocused, and detached from reality as a child. These manifestations are consistent with Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism spectrum disorder that affects social communication and emotional interaction. Although not formally diagnosed, Elon claims to have this syndrome, and its symptoms partly explain the way he thinks and acts. Childhood traumas, such as being bullied or feeling abandoned, also add to Elon's introversion and lack of social connection. When faced with problems, he often retreats into his inner world, which is difficult for others to access or understand. Elon Musk's psychology is a complex blend of genius and emotional limitations. He is very affectionate, especially with his children, but lacks the ability to form close relationships and empathy in social situations. This makes him appear cold, distant, and sometimes cruel. However, it is his absolute focus on scientific and technical problems that allows Elon to develop his potential in fields that require precision and logical thinking. These psychological traits, while uncommon, have created a unique individual who is at the forefront of technological innovation and world-class breakthroughs. Childhood scars. American billionaire Elon Musk was once sent by his father to a survival camp, where children fought for food to survive. This was not only a physically challenging environment, but also a cruel mental test. The small and clumsy boy Elon was often beaten and robbed of food. Each camp was a real battle for survival, where conventional moral values were overturned. Such violence not only made Elon lose weight but also left a deep mark on his soul. However, it was from these painful experiences that Elon learned to face his fears and developed a strong survival instinct. The lessons from the Veld School contributed to the formation of Elon's determination and extraordinary pain tolerance later on. South Africa in the 1980s was a violent place. with gruesome scenes occurring every day. Elon and his younger brother Kimball once saw a dead body and blood on the street after a concert. Such harsh experiences were not only a reality outside of the home, but also permeated the family environment, where Musk's parents kept German shepherds to guard the house. But the lack of control made Elon himself a victim. One of Elon's most painful memories was being bitten by the family dog. And despite his pleas not to punish the animal, it was shot to death. These events not only caused him physical injuries but also severe psychological trauma, leaving Elon with a deep sense of loss and doubt. Elon was a target of bullies in school, where school violence was a part of the social culture at the time. One of the most horrific incidents occurred when he was pushed down the stairs, beaten so badly that his face was unrecognizable, requiring years of corrective surgery. These beatings not only caused him physical pain but also left him with lasting resentment. However, those scars also pushed Elon to develop inner strength and the ability to cope with adversity. He learned that if he fought back strongly enough, he could stop bullies, a philosophy he continued to apply in his life and career. Elon's father, Elon Musk, was described as both talented and abusive, who left indelible emotional scars on Elon's mind. After a beating at school, Elon did not comfort his son but instead sided with the bully, criticizing Elon for being stupid. The constant scolding and emotional abuse turned Elon into a psychological ghost in Elon's life. Elon described this relationship as a kind of mental torture, where he had no way to escape his father's control and pressure. Even though he cut off contact with Elon, the effects of this toxic relationship persisted, shaping both his personality and the way Elon treated himself and those around him. The trauma of his childhood contributed to creating an emotionally callous but mentally strong Elon Musk. The pain from his family, school, and society did not break him but became the motivation for him to overcome. Elon learned to turn off his fear and the emotions that made him weak. But this also made him lose empathy and joy in his personal life. That callousness, according to his ex-wife Justine Grimes, was the result of a childhood full of adversity, where he was forced to see suffering as normal. However, it was his perseverance and ability to overcome difficulties that turned Elon into a passionate and adventurous innovator. A person who constantly conquered extraordinary challenges in his life and career. Elon Musk and Amber Heard, a dramatic toxic relationship. The relationship between Elon Musk and Amber Heard is an emotional and dramatic story. From the first meeting, Musk was attracted to Heard's beauty and charm. The two quickly developed a relationship, but it was their contrasting personalities that made this love story full of ups and downs. Heard once spent time designing and cosplaying the character Mercy from Musk's favorite video game, showing her efforts to win his affection. However, that romance was always accompanied by fierce arguments and feelings of instability, turning their love into a never-ending spiral. The relationship with Amber Heard not only affected Musk but also negatively affected those around him. Musk's friends and family, including his brother Kimball, were not supportive of this relationship. They described Heard as someone who brought chaos and instability into Musk's life. Heard's frequent arguments and impulsive actions left Musk physically and mentally exhausted. The stress peaked during trips or public events, where long arguments overshadowed any fun moments. Elon Musk admitted that he was always attracted to people who weren't right for him. In love, he often sought intense emotions and sometimes hurt himself in the process. His relationship with Heard was no exception, as Musk felt both in love and controlled by the drama in her life. Despite knowing full well that the relationship was unhealthy, Musk continued to rush into it, finding the chaos appealing. The relationship with Heard taught Musk many lessons about love and his own limits. Although their romance ended in tears, Musk still remembers Heard with respect and fond memories. Heard also admitted that Elon is a thrill-seeker, which makes him attracted to people with strong and complex personalities. The two broke up, but the imprint of this relationship continues to influence the way Musk views love and relationships later on. From his relationship with Amber Heard, it can be seen that Musk is often attracted to people with attractive beauty and intense personalities. This probably stems from his deep psychology, who always craves strong feelings and excitement in life. However, this choice often leads to hurt and loss. Elon admits that he is a stupid person in love, which reflects not only his emotional personality but also shows the contradiction between his desire to find happiness and the psychological barriers that make it difficult for him to maintain a sustainable relationship. Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos, the space war between opposing visions. The rivalry between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos in space exploration is not just a personal contest, but also represents two completely different philosophies about how to approach science and technology. Musk, with SpaceX, focuses on big, bold goals, willing to take risks to achieve breakthroughs, such as launching reusable rockets and putting humans in orbit. Bezos, with Blue Origin, follows a step-by-step approach, focusing on slow but steady progress. These two approaches have shaped each man's path, with Musk often leading the way on major milestones, such as launching rockets into orbit and partnering with NASA on a mission to put humans on the moon. The relationship between Musk and Bezos extends beyond science to public statements and social media. Musk has not shied away from poking fun at Bezos, often suggesting that his rival's lack of focus is the reason Blue Origin has not made the same progress as SpaceX. For example, Musk has mocked Blue Origin's failure to build a rocket capable of reaching orbit, a fact that has made Bezos's projects a target for online ridicule. Bezos and his team have also been quick to fire back, calling SpaceX's plans incredibly complex and highly risky. Yet SpaceX has consistently outperformed Blue Origin on major goals, from getting Starlink satellites up and running to landing a contract with NASA. Musk and Bezos' leadership styles reflect their differences in their approaches to engineering. Musk likes to dive into details, get involved in technical meetings, and make abrupt decisions, often pushing his team to work under extreme pressure to achieve ambitious goals. Bezos, on the other hand, favors patience and method, which has sometimes led to Blue Origin being accused of being slow to move forward. Musk has often criticized Bezos for lacking focus and not being willing to invest the time and energy needed to get into technical detail, something Musk believes is crucial to success in a complex field like space. The race between Musk and Bezos has spurred innovation and disruption in the space industry. The privatization of space projects, led by companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, has been a major turning point for the United States in its quest to regain global leadership in space exploration. From developing reusable rockets to building satellite constellations, both billionaires have made significant contributions to making space technology more practical and feasible, opening up new opportunities for the industry. Musk and Bezos have both continued to expand their vision of the future. For Musk, the dream of colonizing Mars is not just a scientific ambition but also a long-term plan to ensure the survival of humanity. Meanwhile, Bezos is focused on creating space infrastructure such as a space station orbiting Earth, in the hope of turning space into a new home for humans. Although their approaches are different, both have brought bold and inspiring ideas that will shape the future of the space industry and how humanity sees its place in the universe. Elon Musk is a living testament to how adversity can shape an individual into a genius. From his lonely years in school, to his harsh childhood experiences, to his fierce rivalry with Jeff Bezos, to his tumultuous personal relationships, Musk has consistently transformed pain and hardship into the motivation to achieve extraordinary results. However, his story also raises a big question. Does success necessarily come at the cost of deep hurt? And can personal growth exist without overshadowing relationships and human values? It is time for each of us to reflect on our own journeys and how we define success in life.